afternoon, everyone. My name is Jasmine Davis, and this is Rooftop Talks Business Unfiltered. Today, we have Miss Kori here from Workout Anytime.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Thanks for coming out.
Of course. Your home is beautiful, by the way.
It's really messy.
Well, you can fool me.
I apologize for the two boxers and the kid and the husband.
You know
if it wasn't for them, the house would be really clean.
Honestly, but that just says the superwoman that you are, right?
Oh, thanks.
You are the mother, you're the wife, you're the business owner. Walk us through that journey of what made you decide to embody those things all in one.
Gosh. To be completely upfront, this has always been Chris's dream.
Okay.
When I remember whenever I was moving back from Greensboro to Raleigh, we had pulled over, and this was in 2018, we had pulled over on the side of the road, and he came up to me and he was like, "I'm going to buy into the gym franchise." And I said, okay. And Chris is one of these people that has this unlike anyone else, he is able to manifest an idea into reality. And so 2 years later, we were open. He bought into the franchise. And then I remember November 30th, 2020, he told me, you got to put in your 2 weeks notice at work. You're going to come to work. This is going to be our family business. And I was definitely terrified. But I trust him and knew that this would be a new opportunity for us. Plus, we had just gotten custody of my stepdaughter, so I needed more time at home. And then literally, so this was November, and April, we started pre-sales in the parking lot of Food Lion, and that was me out there every single day in the parking lot selling memberships. And somehow I was able to set the record, and I sold 997 memberships before we opened. Yeah, by myself. And that was, with a new child, a third grader. Really, I've just figured everything out kind of as I go, and kept putting my family first and trusting in God, and then also, trusting in Chris's sense of business too.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was scary.
I can only imagine, how was it? Did you always think that you were going to be a part of this journey, even though he said it to you? Where at the moment when he said it, were you thinking, well, this is your baby, I'm just going to support you?
Absolutely not. Chris and I, let me tell you, it took us at least a year to figure out how to work together. His parents actually have worked together and owned businesses together, so we leaned on them a lot, and they helped us by giving us advice, and then have helped us tremendously along the way. And given us a huge support system because they've been there. And then, we rely on my family too. It's definitely, there's that saying, it takes a village to raise a child. It also takes a village to start a business, for sure. But no, I did not ever think that me and Chris would work together. It has definitely been a learning experience and still is every day. But what I will say is that it's helped not only our business grow, but also, our marriage has gotten stronger because we figured out how to balance each other out, when to hold back, when to step up, where the other one needs help, I can fill in, and vice versa. So yeah, it's definitely been a journey.
It's very important when it comes to business, understanding the strengths and the areas of opportunity, because I like to say that. I don't like to say weaknesses.
We do that too, yeah.
Areas of opportunity.
I love that.
So yeah, understanding the areas of opportunity within yourselves, because a lot of people think that you can separate the personal from business.
It's very hard.
Yes.
It's very hard, for sure.
If you're poor with finances and your personal finances, it's going to flow over into your business finances. If you have poor communication, it's going to pour over into your business. So it seems like you guys have been able to embody that and not only do that, but make shifts to make things grow and better.
Yeah. We definitely... So when we first opened, Chris was still in the car business and I was running everything. I was completely overwhelmed, but he had to do that to support us financially while we got the business off the ground. So I did that for about 3 months, and then he transitioned into the gym. once he did that, that was when we really kind of took off, because he could manage things like finances, like that you brought up. You know, that's his area of expertise. Then I could step in and kind of be a voice for our employees and our trainers, and come to him with things that, you know, maybe they weren't comfortable bringing up to him. And then areas, you know, I could be a voice for our members too, which I think is really important and has also been a part of what's made us so successful, is that because I have been there since the beginning, and I was that person standing in the parking lot, I'm the one that has the relationship with a lot of them. And with Chris being in the office and setting up the business transactions, I think it's important that we put an emphasis on when we bring a new member or family member into the gym, we want them to feel like they are just as important as every other one of our members, and are part of the family. So that's really where I step in. And we're getting ready to open number 2 now. So, yep, and Wake Forest, Rollsville. And then number 3 will be in the works shortly after that.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, it's definitely a lot of work. We're getting ready to be in one of our busier phases. You know, things, when you're a business owner, it definitely it ebbs and flows as far as, you know, if I have more time off or if my schedule is more flexible versus, you know, when we're getting ready to go into pre-sales for Rollsville at Wake Forest in about probably a few weeks. So I'll be out there every day. But yeah, it's exciting. It's very fast paced. There's a lot that's getting ready to happen. It's been a whirlwind, but it's been worth it for sure.
That's amazing. So there are a few things that you have mentioned as it relates to the culture of Workout Family, or Workout Anytime. You said they have family culture. You mentioned flexibility. So how would you describe the culture of your gym?
Yeah, I really love that you asked me that, because that leads directly into what separates us from the other gyms that are in, you know, kind of this 24/7 gym category. We are in the business of changing lives. So what I mean when I say that is, whenever I bring in a potential PT client and I talk to them and I find out, you know, why they joined. What's that emotional response, or what's that emotion that drove them to walk into the door? You realize that then you have a really beautiful opportunity to change somebody's life, which is really why I was so on board with doing this with Chris, because I watched how being in the gym transformed his life. And then watched it, you know, transform my own as well. When you're in this chaotic world and there's so many things that you can't control, that's one area of your life that you can take control of, and that you can feel like, okay, I have a say in what's going on. I have a say in how healthy I am. I have a say in what I look like. And I tell all of my clients that believing in yourself and learning to be confident and loving yourself is what I truly believe would change the world. I know that it's what's made me a better person, and I see it make, you know, my clients better people. To watch the journey of them learning to love themselves is something that I don't think I could get anywhere else.
That's very true. And I say that from a personal standpoint. So I recently just ran a 5K.
Oh, congratulations. That's definitely tough. I'm not a runner.
She's a runner. She's a track star. So I recently ran a 5K, and that took months of training. Yeah. And it was not just training physically, it was mentally, it was spiritually, it was emotionally, it was understanding those areas of opportunity or weak points and the, you know, isolated areas of my body, and like really honing in and like pushing myself. So what would you say is one of the ways that you push your clients? Because I know people have a will, right? But they need that extra push to get them to where they need to be. So how does Workout in your Anytime give grace but push people at the same time?
One, you know, I've had trainers for several years, and there's something really invaluable about having someone to hold you accountable. But I think what's more important than even that is the relationship that has to be developed so that the person can come to trust you. You're asking someone to let me guide you for a while. You know, the way that you were doing it hasn't been working. Let's try it this way. So in order to do that, we really focus on building that rapport with our clients. And like you alluded to earlier, I love that whenever we bring new employees in or we get new members, everybody's like, this feels like one big family. And it's really because we are. You know, I tell my stepdaughter this all the time, you don't have to be blood to be family. And my entire staff, mine and Chris's entire staff, you know, our members, we all are part of one extended family. And when you feel like you are that important, when I feel that, you know, this person truly cares about me and they want to see me succeed, and they also are living the lifestyle that I want, it's not just about, you know, talking about it. You're seeing that they are a walking testimony of what you want as well. So there's lots of hands that go into that pot, but I think it starts for sure with the relationship that we build with them. You know, the clients that I have now, I've had, whenever I get a client, they tend to stay with me, and I love that. And the second thing that we really drive home when we're talking to our new prospective clients is that we care more about them coming in and getting the results that they want instead of filling our bank account. So we make sure to find a cost that makes sense for everybody, so that we don't exclude the people, you know, who may not be able to afford $150 per session. So we really work hard to be inclusive for everybody and make everyone feel that Workout Anytime Lake Wheeler and then Workout Anytime Rollsville, Wake Forest will be the place for them.
Well, I appreciate you so much. You have shed a lot of light. You have really opened up something that's really important, not just to people that are fitness enthusiasts or those that really want to and kind of been afraid, particularly women. You know, that women have this aversion sometimes to going into gyms. And so to have a woman like yourself who's inviting and loving and has this sense of self and comfort, not just for yourself, for other people, really makes that something more tense seem a bit more comfortable and attainable.
For sure.
And so we at Rooftop Talks, thank you so much for your contribution.
Yeah, I love you guys.
Community.
Yeah, absolutely. I love you guys. Like I said, you know, it's all one big family, and you guys are definitely part of our family now. So.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us
No,
today.
thanks for coming over. I'm glad that we got to talk.
Yes, of course. Well, make sure to follow us on all of our platforms and stay tuned for our upcoming episodes. And like I said, my name is Jasmine Davis, and this is Business Unfiltered with Rooftop Talks.